This is another episode of How I Wrote the Song with me, Gustav. On the agenda today, the process I always use when I write my lyrics. So number one is coming up with a story for the song. So the first question that I need to answer is, what kind of song is this? For example, if it's a happy melody, sad lyrics would sound strange, as well as the opposite. I think it's important that the melody as well as the chords harmonize with the lyrics. So the very first thing that I always do is that I think of a story. Something is happening or going to happen, and this can be described in words. So I'm writing a summary of this story at the top of a document in Notepad. So number two is setting up the structure for the song. I put the structure of the arrangement into the document where I have the story. That is verse, pre-chorus, chorus, second verse, etc. And now I know that these are the sections where I'm going to describe the story that I have at the top of the document. And depending on the idea that I had for this song, I write the chorus first or the first verse. I like to think of the verse as the storytelling section. And this is where locations, time, why and how are described. The things that will give the listener a context. Okay, so the pre-chorus. This part is important because it's changing the mode of the song. So it's taking a listener from being told a story into being described a feeling or told a statement. I like to think of the chorus as the feeling statement telling section. Since the chorus is repeated throughout the entire song, it would be like listening to a broken record if we told the same story over and over again. But we're describing a feeling or a statement, so it's more natural to get this repeated. After the chorus, now we're into storytelling mode again in the second verse. So this is where the story continues. It evolves and should create even more tension and energy than the first verse actually did. So the second verse can also be shorter than the first one, but it kind of depends on if it feels natural in the song or not. The second pre-chorus, sometimes I reuse the pre-chorus, the first pre-chorus, but normally I write a new one. Something that fits together with the second verse in a better way. When it comes to the lyrics, the second chorus is basically the same as the first one. If the second chorus goes straight into the bridge, the last chorus could, or the last words in the chorus could be a bit different than from the first one. So, yeah, the bridge. This is a bit of a gray zone because when it comes to the different modes that I talked of before, it could be either or in this case. But most of the times I try to evolve the story and bring up the tension even more into the last chorus. And when it comes to the last chorus, lyric-wise, it's still the same as the previous, the first and the second chorus. Sometimes I can shift the focus a bit. If I want to use, for example, a background vocal or a solo vocal in this section, I also need to think about writing the lyrics for those parts to make it fit together. So, wrap up. So that's pretty much the process that I always use when I write lyrics for my songs. And if you have any tip or advice on how you write lyrics, for example, please share them in the comment section below. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more songwriting contents and hear some of the songs that I'm going to release in the future, please subscribe to the channel here somewhere. And if you haven't checked the video that I made about turning an idea for a song into an arrangement, please click the link there somewhere. And until next time, hello!